Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a little vlog of what it's like for me to go through my depressive episodes. I'm currently emerging out of one right now. I've made videos about my experience, but I've never posted them. I think happy me and non-depressed Nicole feels shy to post it. I feel like that part of myself is like, I don't want to post this. This is so depressing. I don't want this energy out there. But at the same time, there's so many people who are also showcasing how they feel. And I go to their pages when I need some reassurance that I'm not the only one. So I decided to just hop on here and just talk about how I currently feel. I started to feel a little mentally weird on Monday, and the way I know that I'm in like a trance, I'm in this dark tunnel, is I get anxious very easily. A panic attack will come on. I start crying out of nowhere. Sadness just overwhelms my body. And that's how I felt on Monday. And I was like, okay, well, I know what to do. I got all my herbs. I've been here before. I'll get through it. And each day was difficult. The thing with me is that I would call myself somebody who is a functioning depressed person. What I have is not clinical. It's not clinical depression. They're depression episodes. They last for 7 days. And I still manage to go to work. I still manage to go work out. On Tuesday, I think Tuesday, I took a TRX class and that felt great. I did some pole dancing and that felt amazing. Anything that's physical is good for me. Anything that is forcing me to just get up and move my body and not having to speak, perfect. As it is, I already dance. I Latin dance every week. I swing dance, and I'm going to be teaching some dance classes in the new year. So I'm a very physical person, and I love living a physical lifestyle. And I swear by having appointments. I swear by having somewhere to go every single day. Because when I have those appointments, when I'm depressed, I have to make them. Thursday, I would say, was the worst day for me. I had a photo shoot earlier that day. I had a friend come over and take some pictures of me. I tend to feel really artistic when I'm in these moments. I tend to feel very, I just want to do photography and write poetry. So that's like my go-to. And that's how I work through it and heal myself. So my friend came on Thursday morning, and it was so hard for me to get up. I had so much head fog. I had so much, my thoughts were distorted. It was hard for me to think. I was laying in bed and I'm like, God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to get up. I felt fatigue. I felt sluggish. I felt tired. But I forced myself to get up. I forced myself to do this photo shoot. I forced myself to go get a cappuccino with him after. I forced myself to go to a bookstore. I went to this Buddhist boutique, and I like going in there and talking to them about what I'm going through. And I enjoy looking at the crystals and the sage and all of that, I don't know, spiritual stuff. I did that on Thursday. And I also managed to go to a networking event and hand out my business cards. And I will say that's quite a lot for how, despite how I was feeling, I had a panic attack while I was at that networking event. And I could only imagine what I look like. I'm just standing there waiting for it to pass. but I still managed to show up for myself. I still managed to show up for my business. And I have to give myself credit that despite how I was feeling, I still managed to communicate and talk about like who I am and what I do. And later that evening, I went to Latin dance and I danced for a few hours, and that felt good. I actually feel very empowered knowing that I still live my life, even though I am feeling so empty and apathetic inside. And I know a lot of you feel that way when it comes to like your depression. And I don't know why people don't really talk about it more. I feel like people just want to talk about like physical illnesses are discussed more, like diabetes and cancer, but like, and then if you're sick, like I was sick earlier, like last month, and everybody knows about the flu, everybody knows about the cold. And if you're sick, people are like, oh, how are you? Oh, I had a cold. But when somebody asks how you are and you're like, I was in a depression last week and it sucked, but now I'm out of it. Like, how often do you hear that? And why don't we hear that more? I hope that by watching my video, you can relate. You can know that you're not alone, that you're not the only one who goes through things. Today is day 6. I do tend to count it down. I know so many of my friends have told me like there's no point in counting it down, just let it pass on its own. But like for me, there's always a pattern, and the pattern is 7 days, I'm done. So I started on Monday. Today is now Saturday. I am, however, going to go to a Christmas event. I'm pretty excited about that, to do my hair and makeup and go out. In a way, I kind of do just want to like lay in bed for a little bit and sleep. But there's also that part of me that is emerging that's like, no, that's a waste of time. Like, go exercise, work on your business, post this video. Because I feel like when I'm not depressed, I don't really want to post these videos. I don't really want to talk about what I go through. But I always feel like I need to, in order for me to normalize anxiety and depression. And I don't know, when I feel this way, I go towards certain songs and writers. And imagine if those people didn't put out their emotions, then how would we be able to relate to them? How would we be able to get through things? So I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm excited. I want to get out of my room today for sure. I know it's just a matter of me getting dressed and getting in my car, and once I do, I know I'll feel better. I think on my next video, I'll talk about what helps me. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I do know I'll feel better by tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope that you were able to take something from it. And just know that if you're ever feeling empty, if you're ever having anxiety, if you're ever having an anxiety attack, you're not alone. So many people experience that. My girl right up there, she is seriously like my inspiration. She has had she's had like so many men, like so much has happened to her in her past, and what she went through mentally, and still became a name for herself is what I look towards. So if she can do it, I know I can do it. And if I can do it, I know you can do it. Have a good day.